LNG, clean burning. Our Prime Minister, as you've heard here before, is saying to Japan, Germany, go away. We don't like it. So Dan McTeague is with me. He knows all about energy. It seems to me that Canada, and I read the international press, is becoming more and more insignificant. Do you think there's a possibility that the leaders of the world, such as Japan, Germany, United States, which had to go to Venezuela, we wouldn't send them anything, are going to say, Canada, you gotta step up here. You're leaving the rest of the world behind.
We're isolating ourselves from the rest of the world. The reality is the world needs more energy. Canada has the third largest provable reserves in the world.
Our leader doesn't like energy unless it's green.
Well, but the point is he's surrounded by people, the 5 or 10 or 15% of people who think that's the future, when in fact it's very costly, it has not been proven, and at the end of the day, what are we going to do? Mine more cobalt, asking young children in the Democratic Republic of Congo to pick it up with their hands to make one EV battery?
It could be the future. Electric cars could be the future, but I mean, to have the government telling us, well, you right now have to go for electric cars is ridiculous. Let's let the market decide. So is there a possibility that other world leaders are going to start to see Trudeau somewhere and say, hey, you know what? We got to work something out here.
I think they already have. For the federal government not to have stood up when the Keystone XL pipeline was killed in the Biden administration, now having to say, hey, it was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Look, I think Canadians are nice people, but they have their limits, and are turning our back on what is $150 billion worth of economic activity when you've got a $53 billion deficit next year. I think these are kind of things that we can't turn away from. If we don't do it as Canadians and the voters continue going down this road, maybe the bondholders will make the decision for us and interest rates will go much higher.
You're a parliamentarian, you talk about debates, so should not the people be saying to our leaders, you know what, we have to change course here. You've got your head stuck in the sand, the kind of sand was there 20 years ago.
The world wants Canadian energy because it's clean, it's abundant, it's reliable. And we happen to be ranking the highest in the world as far as energy producers when it comes to that woke ESG mandate, environmental, social, and governance mandate. The world knows we can do it. Why can't Canadians? And certainly, why is it their government is indifferent?
Well, why is that? What's the answer to that? Because I'm always, stupefied by that.
No one takes them on, and they have they're replete. We've talked about this before. A caucus that won't stand up, a media that can't stand up or won't stand up without handouts. There is no one holding these people to account, save and except the opposition leader in this country.
And I mean, he is not getting the fair shake from the mainstream media paid by Trudeau.
Yeah, but the payment will stop, won't it, when the country is bankrupt? I went through that in 1993 when we had a government that was almost the honorary member of the third world debt nation and under the tutelage potentially of the IMF.
The Banana Republic. So 20 seconds left though. Do you think that when you talk about the deficit, a lot of people are saying, well, that's not the true deficit. Those aren't the true figures. David Dodge, former governor of the bank, said those aren't the real figures.
Yeah. Well, what are the true figures? I mean, if you have a $1.3 trillion debt, how do you service it at 8%, 9%?
It's a problem. Thanks a lot. 3 minutes. The Trudeau subsidized media cannot engage you in the discussions. They can't even present the discussions that we do here in this channel, which are critical to the health and future of Canada. So, to help us keep broadcasting, please contribute financially. The address is below. You can write a check, PayPal, and please subscribe.